In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to document business roles and responsibilities in Notion. Start by opening Notion and going to your main workspace dashboard. I'm assuming you're already logged in, so as soon as you're inside, look over to the left-hand sidebar. Scroll down to the bottom area of that sidebar and click Add a Page. This creates a fresh page where you can build the structure for your business documentation. Once the new page opens, click into the title area and type Company Wiki. Then press Enter. This gives you a central place to organize internal information, and it works really well as a home base for role and responsibility documentation. Now that the page is created, click into the body of the page and type / then Database Inline. From the menu that appears, choose Database Inline. This inserts a database directly on the page, which is useful because it lets you manage your documentation in a more structured way, instead of just writing everything in plain text. As soon as the inline database appears, take a look at the right-hand side panel. Notion may show options there for building out your data source. Depending on your setup, you might see choices to add a new empty data source or import existing information from a CSV file. If you already have role documentation somewhere else, importing can save time. If not, starting with an empty database is perfectly fine. Below those setup options, you may also notice suggested templates, such as things like a creative project, content calendar, or task tracker. Those are general suggestions, but for this workflow, what we want is something more tailored to documenting business roles and responsibilities. If you want a faster start, click More Templates so you can search for something closer to the framework you need. In the search area, describe what you want in plain language. You can type something like, create a document for business roles and responsibilities. Notion will use that prompt to generate a more customized database and page structure for you. After you submit it, give it a moment to work. You may see status messages showing that it's creating the database, adding properties, adding views, and creating pages. This part can take a minute, so just let it finish. You'll often be able to see the progress in the sidebar, while Notion builds everything in the background. Once it's done, the new structure will appear, and you can open it to start reviewing what was created. At this stage, you'll typically see a generated setup specifically aimed at documenting roles and responsibilities. If Notion gives you a preview or a setup screen, review it. Then click Continue to move into the actual workspace. Now you're on the main board or database view, and this is where you can begin customizing it to match your business. Start by looking at the database fields, also called properties. You'll usually want each role to have its own entry. You can rename columns or add new ones so the database is genuinely useful. Common properties to include are role title, department, manager, core responsibilities, key outcomes, tools used, and notes. You can also add status fields, ownership fields, or priority tags if your team needs them. If you want extra help while customizing, look to the lower right-hand corner where Notion AI may be available. You can use it to generate descriptions, suggest role summaries, or help organize responsibilities into cleaner language. This is especially helpful if you're building the framework from scratch and want a strong first draft. Once the content has been generated or adjusted, click Open Database if needed, so you can edit everything more directly. From there, go entry by entry and make sure each role is clear. The goal is that anyone on your team can open this database and quickly understand who owns what each position is responsible for, and where responsibilities may overlap. As you refine it, think about clarity over complexity. Keep role names consistent, make responsibilities specific, and avoid vague wording. If needed, create different views for teams, departments, or leadership so people can filter the information based on what matters to them. When you're finished, the database will stay inside your current Notion account and become part of your workspace. That means you can return to it anytime, update it as roles change, and use it as a living company reference instead of a one-time document. At this point, you've successfully created a Notion-based system to document business roles and responsibilities. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials. From here, I recommend doing one final pass through the page title, database name, and property labels, so everything looks clean and professional. You can also add a short intro section above the database explaining how your team should use the wiki. That makes the page easier for others to adopt. And that's it. You now have a simple, organized team clarity framework inside Notion that helps define roles, reduce confusion, and keep responsibilities visible in one place. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and try it in your own workspace today.